Many times we feel tired, sleepy, or uncomfortable inside a room, but we don't know the actual reason. The room may look clean, but the air may not be fresh. One of the most important reasons can be high CO2 level. When many people are sitting in closed room, office, classroom, bedroom, meeting room, or indoor workplace, CO2 starts increasing because of breathing. And when CO2 becomes high, it can affect comfort, concentration, freshness, and overall indoor air quality. So, instead of only guessing whether the room air is good or bad, it is better to measure it. That is where the Temtop C1 air quality monitor becomes useful. In this video, we will understand the Temtop C1 from Temtop. This is household air quality monitor mainly used for indoor air quality checking. It helps you to monitor CO2, temperature, humidity, and time in a simple and easy way. In many indoor areas, people only open windows or switch on ventilation when they feel uncomfortable. But the problem is, by that time, CO2 may already be very high. High CO2 normally means the room needs fresh air or better ventilation. If the room is closed for a long time, it can create issues like sleepiness, dizziness, lack of focus, and poor comfort. Similarly, temperature and humidity are also important. High humidity can support mold, bacteria, dust mites, and other biological contamination. Very low humidity can create dryness, skin irritation, nose irritation, and static electricity. So, the Temtom C1 helps users to understand the room condition by showing indoor air parameters directly on the display. In simple words, the Temtop C1 monitors three important indoor air conditions. First, it measures CO2 level. CO2 tells us how fresh or stuffy the indoor air is. Second, it measures temperature. This helps you to understand whether the room is too hot, too cold, or comfortable. And the third, it measures humidity. Humidity tells us whether the air is too dry or too moist. Together, these three readings gives a better idea of indoor comfort air quality. One very useful feature of the Temtom C1 is the CO2 level indication. It uses three simple levels. Green means CO2 level is good from 400 to 1000 ppm. Now yellow means CO2 level is average from 1001 to 1500 ppm. And red means CO2 level is unhealthy from 1500 to 5000 ppm. So even if the user does not understand technical numbers, the color indication helps them quickly understand whether the room air is good, average, or unhealthy. And when CO2 reaches a poorer level range, the buzzer alarm can alert the user. This is very helpful in closed rooms, small offices, meeting areas, classrooms, and indoor spaces where people may forget to ventilize the room. Along with CO2, this device also measures temperature and humidity. Temperature range is -10 to 60 degrees Celsius and humidity range is 0 to 99% RH. Here RH means relative humidity. Temperature accuracy is plus or minus 0.5 degrees Celsius and humidity accuracy is plus or minus 3% RH. This helps users to understand basic indoor comfort. For example, if humidity is very high, the room may feel sticky and may support mold growth. If humidity is very low, the room may feel dry and uncomfortable. So, the C1 is not only a CO2 meter, it is simple indoor comfort monitor also. Now, let's talk about the display and user interface. The Temtop C1 has a 3.3-inch segment code screen. On the front display, you can see CO2 level, temperature, humidity, and battery level. Also, you can check charging status, work mode, buzzer status, and health level indication. The device has a power button and mode button. To turn the device on or off, press the power button for around 3 seconds. A short press of the power button can turn the alarm on or off. The buzzer icon shows whether the buzzer sound is active or not. This makes the product easy to use even for non-technical users. The Temtom C1 has two working modes. The first mode is power saving mode. In this mode, the sampling interval is 10 minutes. This mode is useful when you want long battery life and regular monitoring. The second mode is performance mode. In this mode, sampling interval is 1 minute. This is useful when you want more frequent CO2 monitoring, for example, when room conditions are changing very quickly. You can switch between these modes using the mode button. Long pressing the mode button for around 2 seconds can switch the temperature unit between Celsius and Fahrenheit. The Temtop C1 comes with an 800 mAh battery. In power saving mode, the battery life is around 70 days. In the performance mode, the battery life is around 30 days. The input is DC 5 volt 1 ampere and the device can be charged using the USB port. When the battery becomes empty, the user should charge the device in time. If the battery becomes extremely low, the battery icon can flash and the device may shut down. One important practical point: when the product is charging, the temperature reading may show a small error because charging produces the heat. After charging is completed, the reading normally stabilizes again around in 10 minutes. The Temtop C1 also supports CO2 calibration. For calibration, the device should be placed in an outdoor ventilation area. During manual calibration, the monitor must be exposed to fresh outdoor air around 400 ppm CO2 and should be kept at least 1 meter away from people or animals. This is important because human breathing can affect the CO2 readings. The calibration countdown is around 200 seconds. Also, make sure the battery is sufficient during the calibration. If the device shut down during calibration, the calibration may fail and readings may become inaccurate. So, calibration should always be done carefully as per the user manual. The Temtop C1 is easy to place in different ways. You can place it directly on flat surface. You can use the included bracket at the tabletop stand. It also has magnetic back so it can be attached to a suitable metal surface as well. This makes practical for diet cells, study tables, office cabins, classrooms, and indoor workplaces. For best result, avoid placing the device too close to your mouth, direct air outlets, strong outdoor, or heavily contaminated areas. The manual also mentions that the product should not be exposed to heavily contaminated environments for a long time because it can damage the sensor also. Now let's quickly understand the important specification. CO2 measuring range is 400 to 5000 ppm. This is suitable for basic indoor air quality monitoring. CO2 resolution is 1 ppm, which means the display can show small changes in the reading as well. CO2 accuracy is plus or minus 40 ppm plus 5% of reading in the range of 400 to 2500 ppm. And the temperature range is minus 10 to 60 degrees Celsius. And humidity range is 0 to 99% RH. The operating environment is minus 10 to 60 degrees Celsius and 0 to 90% RH. The device size is approximately 3.5 cross 2.7 cross 0.7 inches and weight is around 110 grams. So it is compact, lightweight, and easy to keep in different indoor locations. Now let's understand how to use this product. First, unbox the device and check the package contents. You will generally get the detector, USB cable, user manual, and bracket or accessories set. Now, charge the device if required. Press and hold the power button for around 3 seconds to switch it on. After switching on, keep the device in the room where you want to monitor air quality. The display will start showing CO2, temperature, and humidity. If you want longer battery life, use power saving mode. If you want faster monitoring, use performance mode. Now, check the CO2 indicator. If it's green, then the air quality is good. If it's yellow, ventilation may be required. And if it becomes red, the CO2 level is unhealthy and you should improve fresh air ventilation. If the buzzer is on, the device can also alert you when CO2 reaches a poor level. Now, this product's application main areas are: you can use it in homes and bedrooms to check ventilation. You can use it in offices and meeting rooms where many people sit together. It is useful in classrooms, study rooms, libraries, indoor workplaces, and small business areas. It can also be useful in HVAC related indoor checking where users want to understand whether the ventilation is effective or not. For household user, it is a simple way to understand the indoor environment. For office users, it can help identify stuffy areas where fresh air is required. You should consider the Temtop C1 if you want a simple indoor air quality monitor mainly for CO₂ temperature and humidity. It is suitable if your requirement is indoor monitoring, room comfort checking, ventilation awareness, and easy display based air quality indication. Before buying, confirm these points. Do you need only CO₂, temperature, and humidity monitoring? Do you need Bluetooth app connectivity? If yes, please note that Bluetooth app integration is mentioned for C1 Plus and C10 second, not for the basic C1 model. Do you need a long battery life? Do you need a frequent 1 minute monitoring or normal 10-minute monitoring? Do you want a compact display based device for home or office use? Also remember, the manual clearly mentions that this product is intended for monitoring the health of the indoor environment only and should not be considered a professional measurement tool. So, for household and general indoor monitoring, it is useful. For professional testing, compliance, or industrial validation, always confirm the requirement and datasheet before final selection. Overall, the Temtop C1 air quality monitor is a compact and easy to use indoor air quality monitor for CO₂ temperature and humidity. It helps user to understand whether the indoor air is fresh, average, or unhealthy. If you want a simple product to monitor indoor comfort and ventilation condition, Temtop C1 can be useful. For price, stock availability, and technical guidance, contact Radical TechMart. Our team will help you to select the right product as per your application. Thank you so much for watching. See you all in my next video.